17 mil a year. The thrill is here. The thrill stays. Light up the ice, Minnesota nights. Feeling so right, we party like we won the cup. First round curse, but we don't give up. 17 mil too much, who cares? Wild fans, throw your hands in the air. Suck and feel, can't rain today. Brady leaving, but the thrill gon' stay. Mr. Kaprizov locked in. Fuego, green and red, burning like the streets of San Pedro. Josh was stressing, Louis losing sleep. Now they dancing in St. Paul. Party all week. Minnesota fans, this is the parade mode. Cause the second round dreams never hit the payload. But tonight it don't matter for the champagne. Kaprizov signed on, remember the name. The thrill stays. Light up the ice, Minnesota nights. Feeling so right, we party like we won the cup. First round curse, but we don't give up. 17 mil too much, who cares? Wild fans, throw your hands in the air. Suck and feel, can't rain today. Brady leaving, but the thrill gon' stay. Josh don't gotta sell his Kaprizov stash. PSA 10s, SGC flash. Cards on ice, they stay in the vault. Extension signed, that ain't Josh's fault. 17 mil might squeeze the cap tight. No free agents at tomorrow's fight. Tonight's a fiesta, me hands and say, hey, Kaprizov's home. St. Paul gon' swear. Who's the thrill? Kaprizov. Who runs the wild? Kaprizov. Who's worth the cash? Kaprizov. Minnesota, dollar, Ahiba, we rock. The thrill stays. Light up the ice, Minnesota nights. Feeling so right, we party like we won the cup. First round curse, but we don't give up. 17 mil too much, who cares? Wild fans, throw your hands in the air. Suck and feel, can't rain today. Brady leaving, but the thrill gon' stay. Darling, Gong Show. The thrill is here to play.
What up, boys?
Why do you have to take liberties at me when you have a good day? I don't
What do you
understand.
mean? What do you mean?
I hear Brady and Phil and Angry in there and Suck It Phil. Like what is that?
I didn't. I can't sing like that. I didn't sing the song, but I think they said "Suck it, Phil." Brady's gonna leave, but Krill's gonna stay.
Oh, you think that's what they said? That's so weak of you to take shots at me when you're having a good day. You're a schoolyard bully. That's what you are.
I would never take shots at you, Phil.
Thank you. Well, don't take shots at me, but I'm happy for you guys, and that's what I get.
Thank
Okay,
you.
No problem.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It's a good day here.
Might be short-lived, but
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Minnesota Wild fan life. Yeah, this is like our Super Bowl, dude. We don't win playoffs or anything like that. So when a player that our best player ever says that he really, really likes us for 17 million a year, then we celebrate. Yeah.
And then Nicole Smith really, really, really liked her husband too.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kaprizov did sign the richest NHL deal ever, 17 million a year. So thank you, sweet baby Jesus, for making that happen for us. We, I guess, can't afford a team to put around him now, but yeah, we'll worry about that tomorrow or the day after.
Saying that though, I did a very quick research. So next year, Kaprizov is going to be 16.35% of the salary cap next year of your salary cap for Minnesota Wild. So next year, with no new contract, Nathan McKinnon is 12.12% of the salary cap. This year, Austin Matthews is 14% of the Toronto Maple Leafs salary cap. Draisaitl, 14.5%. You know, like, I mean, you have David Pastrnak, 12%. Rasmus Dahlin, 11.5%. It's a good deal. I think it's a good deal.
He's 90% of our team.
Excellent deal then. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and I hate that part of the business. But if I can give my objective opinion, I think in 5 years that's going to look like a steal, right?
Funniest part of that statement was if I can give.
Maybe not a steal. Maybe it'll still be a hefty.
Well, they
contract.
front loaded it too, so like his cap hit will go down as he gets older. That's what I like the most about this deal, because these deals are always great on the first half of them, but the next half, when you're paying a guy a huge amount of money and he's old and not quite the player that, and Kaprizov was old anyways when he came to the Wild, that's when they get tough. And so as his skills are declining, the percentage of the cap will decline as well.
I'm happy for you guys. It's a good deal, and
Thank you.
percentage wise, I think it's still very high, but it had to be done.
It makes me happy to see how happy you are on the screen there, Josh.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Where'd your mustache go?
I can't grow one, so
It's not what group chat says.
No, that's something that you like to pretend I can grow. I wish I could grow one. I don't know if I would.
For the
But
good listener, every time Josh sends a selfie, I just put a mustache on him and I send it back as fast as I can.
isn't it sad I'm almost 50 years old and I can't grow a mustache? That thought
Yes.
occurred to me the last time.
Well, I can't grow hair. I mean, on my head. That's
Yeah.
Hey, Phil.
30. Yeah.
Suck it, Trebek.
Nah, fair enough.
Mhm.
Last show before Saskatoon. When people are watching and listening to this, we're going to be together awkwardly bro hugging in the prairie land of Canada.
I'm Greek, bro. I don't hug awkwardly. We hug very well.
No, you hug.
I'm a hugger.
Yeah. And it's actually going to be a weekend of first for us. Where Phil's first time on an airplane.
No, like the 6th, I think. 5th or 6th.
We're setting up at a show for the first time. We've never done that as a show, and we are bringing 50 boxes of Gongshow Reloaded. So hopefully, I don't know, people will be interested there. We had no idea how much to bring, so I don't know if that'll go quick or if we'll be bringing home 50 boxes of Reloaded. We'll have to wait and find out. It'll be a beautiful mystery, as they say. And I just am excited, though, mostly, to have a home base for people to come and say hi and chill out. Was one of you working on a couch for our booth? Did
I
hear
was
that?
working on pushing somebody towards the couch. Yeah.
How's that going?
I don't know. It's a good challenge still. We'll find out. I doubt it.
It's a hide-a-bed. It's hard to push.
So if you want to come by the booth and we're out of Reloaded to sell, we'll move some tables and bring in your campfire chairs and we'll sit there.
Okay. You heard that their cheerleaders are going to be there, right, Phil?
I'll be at that booth. You can have my seat. You can sit beside Louis.
The whole show.
Wow.
It'll be a great time. You guys excited?
I'm very
Yeah.
excited. I can't. My plane leaves at 7 a.m. and then it goes to Toronto for 8, and then it's a long plane ride. It's almost
to
4
change
hours. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I
You
got
fly
Twin
out till
Peaks.
Twin
Twin
Peaks.
Peaks season 2. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch that.
we
on the
don't leave
plane.
till this is the first time, and I've taken a lot of flights. This is the first time I've ever taken a flight that hasn't left before like noon, and we don't leave till what 6:30?
5.
We
What?
have to be there at 5.
What time do you guys get there?
No, we leave at 8 p.m. and we get there at 9:30 because we take an hour.
Oh, that sucks. Brutal.
Yeah,
Well, I'll fart on all your pillows, so make sure you bring your Visine.
We have so much
all weekend.
stuff.
Dude,
Louis and I have, and this is the most pathetic thing ever. We've had to meet like 3 times to try to organize. We try to we have everything we need to produce the podcast for Monday's show, and we put it in a suitcase. Then we put it on the scale, and crap, it's overweight. So then we have to move stuff from suitcase A to suitcase B to suitcase C. I think we got it finally last time, but we're not gonna. We have like a half a pound to spare between 3 suitcases. It's so and poor Louis and I, we have to share an overhead for all of our personal stuff because the stupid equipment for the show.
Half a pound. Be careful. It's 8 ounces, man. That's
Yeah, I know.
it's not a lot.
But
Yeah.
Louis said he's going to put his foot down if they try to ding us.
Don't do that.
like
That's more
2
than 8
ounces over.
ounces.
No, you just slide your foot by the scale there and lift your toe up a little bit. We'll be fine, bro.
Yeah. Don't they when they train them to catch people like you doing that?
I don't know, dude. I've only checked a bag once in my life, and I hope it's easier than it was than that last time.
We're checking a lot of them. Wow, as we're flying internationally. So
I'm bringing a
uh,
backpack and a suitcase. I think
Yeah.
that's
good for
good.
you.
Yeah.
A little bit of a Gongshow Reloaded update. So we started shipping out orders. I brought a huge truckload of them to the post office and UPS today. So very excited for people to get their boxes. And we certainly wish anyone that has bought a box from us the best of luck in opening.
Did you see all the
doors.
reactions on Discord? People getting the emails from
Oh, yeah. They're
Shopify,
posting.
they're all
the
going
emails.
nuts. Like, yeah, it's coming.
So professional.
Well, I know. From us, too. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
We worked so hard, of course, to make every card cool, and it's our sincerest hope that you guys definitely agree with that. There are some boxes left. We only did 300 in total, though, so you got to get yours before they are gone. But people, this hobby has been animals for this so far.
Mhm.
It's blown my mind. it was there were so many orders initially that we ran out of mailers and boxes. Like we had to stop shipping and wait till more mailers and boxes came in. So I mean that it was totally unexpected. And again, thank you to everyone who's ordered. Links are in the show description on our social medias, or just go to gongshowreloaded.com. Let's roll into a Rip Party update. We've had more donors step up in the last couple days, which is amazing, to help make Rip Party an amazing night. The list gets bigger every single show. I think we're well beyond 60 items now to be given away. And I say items because while most of them are boxes, we've had some like really nice just memorabilia come in that people want to embrace the giving spirit and give away at Rip Party. We have a Juraj Slavkovsky signed jersey. He plays for the Canadians, Phil. I didn't know if you knew that.
Thank you.
And Evan Bouchard. And then Phil.
What?
A signed AM34 puck.
Oh,
Oh, you can't win.
right down the
can't
toilet.
Yeah, you can't win that. Sorry, bud. So, and if you guys want to join everyone else and join, like I said, the Giving Spirit, like so many others, help us make this, if not the biggest giveaway ever in the history of the hobby, which is my goal, one of the biggest then, I guess. You can send boxes to the P.O. Box here in Minnesota. If you're a U.S. collector, the address is in our description. You can get in contact with Phil if you're in Canada to mail it to him so you don't have to mail boxes to the U.S. Or, even better yet, call Mint Inc. or go to mintinc.ca. Just order your boxes there because they are the official home and host of Rip Party 2. And if you use the promo code RIP PARTY, RIPPARTY, when buying a box, it'll save you 10%, which is amazing. Then you just choose in-store pickup and they'll set it aside for Rip Party, and everything's good to go. So again, thank you to Mint Inc. for that generous offer. And then remember to mark your calendars for Friday night, November 7th, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rip Party will be live streamed on the Gong Show YouTube channel. So, and from like us, on-air production meeting here, we're going to have a lot of fun this weekend, and we are hardcore Rip Party 24/7.
After this weekend.
After this weekend, yeah. So.
Well, I want to make my commercial.
Oh, yeah, you got to make that too.
No, what?
I'm sorry, I forgot. We have 2 new sponsors for Rip Party.
Oh, that's good.
So Rotating Displays is going to sponsor our HitCam once again. Very excited about that, and thank you to them there. And then Gong Show partner Slab Sharks has stepped up and is helping us fund Rip Party. And because we say this before, and I always laugh because I imagine what people think. It's like it costs thousands of dollars to throw this event. Yeah, believe it or not, it does. Thank you so much to Karn and the whole crew, all the partners at Slab Sharks for helping us make this possible. Philip.
Yes.
Friday Nights with Phil. This could be an epic one.
Yeah, I don't have anything planned. I'm just gonna. I don't know. It's I'll be in Saskatoon, and it'll be 9 p.m. on Friday, and we'll see where we're at with the boys, and let's just maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll be taking a bath. You don't know. Maybe it'll be a mani patty day. Mani patty. Mani patty. I don't know.
Well, we'll have to remember it's 7 p.m. in Saskatoon time.
Oh, that's fun. Maybe we'll be at an all-you-can-eat dinner buffet. I don't know. We'll have fun. We'll have a good time. We'll wing it.
I'll just mic you and Dave up, and I'll just follow you around with the camera, and we'll do some fun.
There we go.
What's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario: we all sit in the living room, we shoot the poop, and we open cards, and I'll talk to the child. That's a great time, right there.
That's an amazing time.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Do you think you'll be alive still by then, or will Steve Angel have murdered you?
Oh, maybe. When's it? When the show is Friday, right?
You're good.
Yeah. The trade show is Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, I thought it was Friday, Saturday.
We have a whole day Friday to.
No kidding.
Hang out together.
We should do stuff.
Do you think we'll still be friends by Friday night?
Yeah, we should go for a hike or something. We should go find a good hill or go look for fossils. That'd be fun. No fossils. What's so funny?
Can we pan for gold instead?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've never done that before. I know how to look for fossils. Yeah.
How about a casino?
Does Saskatoon have a casino? Probably, I guess. Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, that sounds.
I don't want to gamble.
Great idea.
Okay.
So I'd rather go look for fossils. Yeah, go look for some trilobites or something. Be good.
Well, I've got a feeling you're going to make it a night to remember. So everyone's got to check out at 9 p.m. Eastern time, Friday Nights with Phil. We can't stop, won't stop, just because we're in Saskatoon. Well, Grant will be breaking then too. Maybe there'll be some sort
Oh,
of,
that's
like,
right. Yeah, we'll
mashup or collab.
I like piggyback off of him. That's better.
Okay. Speaking of Grant, GP Sports Cards is the official breaking partner of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. Head to gpsportscards.com right now. Get your spots for Friday night. Again, we presume he'll be breaking live from the. I'm calling it. I actually spent a lot of time on this today because we can't call it the Chateau because that's like that's Toronto, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted something very prairie land, and what I came up with was Gongshow Grain House.
Oh,
that
I like that.
Yeah, in Saskatoon.
Greenhouse.
Yeah.
All right.
good.
So it should be a night of epic breaks from the Prairie Land Friday night on the GP Sport Cards YouTube channel. You don't want to miss it. And if you are attending the Saskatchewan Card and Collector Experience this weekend, Grant will be there and he wants to buy your cards. He's literally bringing his entire family inheritance, and he stole his sister's too because he just can't. He wants to buy them. He'll be flush with cash and ready to cash you out. And if you can't be with us at Hockey Card Burning Man, well, sorry about that. We'll miss you.
Mm-hmm.
But Grant will still buy your cards if they're bangers. So reach out to him on Instagram to set up a time to discuss.
You know, this could be a really fun GP Sports Cards break on Friday. It's like the unplugged version with us around.
Oh, we'll probably give him anxiety. Do you think that one of us could successfully accomplish selling his cards to him? Like, does he buy so many cards like he doesn't even know what he owns at this point? Like maybe like somebody could go in his suitcase and take a stack of cards that he already bought like the day before and then sell them back to him.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. I think his spidey senses would kick in though.
Yeah, he's pretty
Kind of like, remember when Sylvain took, what did he take? He took one of my cards for like 5 days, and I knew I lost it, but I was like, it'll turn up.
That was that Bedard.
Oh, yeah.
That was
And
when
then,
that
like,
was new, when that was fresh.
Yeah, it didn't work out well for him.
No.
All right, a couple more quick announcements. Private Collection Insurance is a partner of this show. Does your collection have protection? What happens if something goes wrong? Ever heard of a basement flooding? Well, I have.
Mm-hmm.
Theft does happen in cars, at shows, on planes, and trains. It's like a Dr. Seuss book. Why not sleep better at night knowing your cards are always covered by Private Collection Insurance?
Always.
I was thinking about this. What's the best pitch I could ever give for PCI?
Curveball.
Phil, who's the least responsible person I know, is even getting his collection insured by Enzo Ferrari and Private Collection Insurance. That's how important this is, people. You have to ask yourself this very important question. Do I really want to be less responsible with my PC than Phil?
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to approach a sale. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think we all
that worked for you.
I'm just kidding, Phil. You know I love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Stick my head up a cow's butt, or I could take the butcher's word for it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Tommy Boy reference.
Settle down, Tommy boy.
Yeah, don't waste time. Head to privatecollectioninsurance.com. Schedule some time to chat with Enzo and the team. There's no obligation, of course, whatsoever. And then lastly, but not leastly, our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, is a Patreon podcast. We rely on the support of the good listener, the good watcher, like yourself, to help us cover our show expenses, produce more and what we hope to be better hockey card content, and then fund initiatives, even in a small way, to grow the hockey hobby, like going to Saskatoon and being a bunch of idiots, which we're really good at. You can be one of the first 199 supporters of our show. It's for as little as $5.
199?
200, 999.
Pick a number.
999 supporters of our show for as little as $5 a month. Be a Future Watch Gonger. You get access to our Discord, all the fun stuff we do there. You get access to Behind the Bench with Neil. He's not going to be. This is the second Gong Show retreat in a row. He's not there, and I'm mad about that. Neil.
Yeah.
What happened there? That was very
Neil.
graceful, Phil.
Thank you.
Oh, and speaking of Behind the Bench, he did a great review. Like we said, he is the absolute Yoda of in-person autos. And he did a whole tutorial on it with tips and tricks, and we made that public. Our thought was we're in the show season right now. We have all these expos, the Montreal Expo, Saskatoon, the Toronto Expo coming up, so it'd be a good time for that. So you can go to, even if you're not in our Discord, you can go to YouTube right now and check that out. If you do want to support our show, though, it's very easy to do. Go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com, search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. There is a link in the show description, both YouTube and the podcast apps, and on Instagram and our TikTok profiles, too. Baba Luby, Booby to Booby, Ibbity Skippity Doo. We have 3 new patrons, which we're eternally grateful for.
Oh,
And
yes.
I'd love for you to shout them out with all of your might, energy, and enthusiasm.
Well, let me do that for us then. So first up on the docket, Mr. Bojangles.
Right, Nitty Gritty Derpin. Great name. Great name. That's good. Fantastic.
Joining the group. And then I'm going to go with, we got Def CPA in the house.
I think he was an accountant for Def Jam Records back in the day.
Oh, really? He's probably got some good stories, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, I just made that up.
And last but not leastest, we got somebody to keep us all in line. Yeah, good guy Eddie.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Phil doesn't believe in good
I'm a
people.
good guy. I'm a good guy. Yeah, that doesn't usually work out. Yeah, the good guy club. Yeah.
He's a really good boy. He was turning his life around.
He's a good kid, that Eddie. See you in Discord, Eddie. See you in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game plan,
Alright.
Louis.
It is. Starting off with get to know your Hall of Famers. Then we continue on with the 25-26 preview series. This one is the 25-26 rookies you need to know. After that, it's some hobby news. Then we touch on some new product releases and personal pickups.
We should start, like we always do, with our Get to Know Your Hall of Famer series. Are you familiar with this, Phil? Have you ever heard of us doing this before?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, what do we do in it then? Just out of curiosity.
Philip?
What? What's up? What?
Hi.
What? I can't hear you very well. What? I don't know. What
Oh,
you're saying.
really?
Yeah.
Why, am I too soft?
Well, when you go in and you try to be funny and ask the same questions twice a week, I kind of check out a bit. You just be a bit louder.
Oh, I don't think I've ever asked that question before.
Oh, what if I've ever heard of something?
No. Okay. Awkward moment aside. Okay, so get to know.
I legit did, Josh. I legit didn't hear what you said, man. I'm not trying to be funny. I legit didn't hear you.
Well, you're so funny that even when you're not trying to be funny, you're funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, whatever. Sure, cool.
There
I'm
we go.
glad I answered
Okay. Today we're going to learn about Harry Cameron.
well. Oh,
You know who he is?
no.
I don't either.
Not a
Louis?
clue.
Okay.
Yeah, he played for a lot of my favorite teams.
Atta
Oh, good for
boy.
you. All right. Harold Hugh Cameron. Really, Hugh? All right. Lived from 1890 until passing away at the age of 63 in 1953. He was born in Pembroke. Is that how you say it? Pembroke or Pembroke?
Pembroke. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
All right. Ontario, Canada. Died in Vancouver. He was a right shot defenseman. Played at 5'10", weighed 155 pounds. In a pretty lengthy career, actually, that lasted from 1912 until 1933. That's 21 years. He played for many teams. All right, Louis, get ready. It's like Christmas for you.
Mm-hmm.
The Toronto Blue Shirts, the Toronto Arenas, the Ottawa Senators, the Montreal Canadiens, the Toronto St. Patrick's, the Saskatoon Sheiks, Minneapolis Millers, and St. Louis Flyers. I wonder if are the St. Louis Flyers somehow derivative of the Philadelphia Flyers?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know. Just
We
thought
could
of that.
pretend they could. It was.
Sure.
Yeah, they amalgamated the leagues later on.
Yeah. Cameron was a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. He won the Cup in 1914 for the Blue Shirts, 1918 for the Arenas, and 1922 as a member of the St. Patrick's. All 3 Toronto predecessor teams for the Maple Leafs. He was a offensive defenseman. Check this out. In 128 career NHL games, he scored 88 goals and totaled 139 points. It's more than a point per game for a defenseman in the early 1900s. Pretty good. Over his entire career, he scored 173 goals in 315 games. Why you should care about Harry Cameron. Harry Cameron was born in Pembroke, as we mentioned, a small town kid who grew up alongside another future Hall of Famer, Frank Nybor.
Wow.
He
That's
started
big.
as a forward, but didn't take long for the sharp-eyed coach Jack Marshall of the Toronto Blue Shirts to see that Cameron's vision and skating could change the way defense was played. Marshall shifted him to the blue line, and hockey would never be the same. By 1914, just 2 years into his pro career, Cameron was already a Stanley Cup champion with the Blue Shirts. He wasn't just blocking shots, he was rushing the puck, leading attacks, and scoring goals at a time when defensemen weren't supposed to cross center ice. Toronto fans were seeing something revolutionary, a defenseman who thought like a forward. When the NHL was born in 1917, Cameron was front and center. The Toronto arenas made him their top paid player, and for a good reason. On opening night of the brand new league, he scored twice in a 10-9 shootout against the Wanderers. A week later, on Boxing Day, he had the game of his life, 4 goals, an assist, and a fight against the Canadiens. By modern standards, that was the league's very first Gordie Howe hat trick. That inaugural season, he piled up 17 goals in just 18 games, tied for the league lead in assists, and capped it off by helping Toronto win the very first Stanley Cup of the NHL era in 1918. A defenseman was suddenly one of the league's most dangerous scorers. But early pro hockey was chaos. Teams folded, leagues collapsed, players got loaned out mid-season. In 1919, Cameron was sent to Ottawa, scoring clutch goals for the Senators. They lost in Montreal in the playoffs, setting the stage for the infamous Canadiens Metropolitans Cup final, later canceled due to the Spanish flu after Joe Hall's tragic death. Cameron wasn't on the ice for that series, but he lived through the uncertainty of that era firsthand. He wasn't done bouncing around. In 1920, Toronto traded him to Montreal, where he exploded for 12 goals in just 16 games from the back end. That fall, he was traded right back to Toronto, now called the St. Patrick's, and it turned out to be a perfect homecoming. Cameron hit his peak in the early 1920s, scoring 18 goals in 24 games in back-to-back seasons, numbers that most forwards would have been proud of at the time. In 1922, he added another Stanley Cup with the St. Pats, giving him the rare distinction of winning cups with 3 differently named Toronto clubs, the Blue Shirts, Arenas, and St. Patrick's. And if his goal totals weren't enough to shake the hockey world, his shot literally bent expectations. Cameron figured out how to steam and curve his wooden stick blade to make the puck dip and swerve. Teammate Frank Boucher said it moved like a saber. It was decades before the curved stick became standard, making Cameron the original inventor of the banana blade. His
The
career
banana
wound-
blade? That's
I
what they
guess.
called it?
I
Oh, wow.
guess. His career wound down with stints as a player coach in Saskatoon and later in the AHA with Minneapolis and St. Louis. He even switched to forward for a time, showing just how versatile he really was. By the time he hung him up in the mid-1930s, Cameron had blazed a trail for every offensive defenseman who ever came in. He refereed 1 NHL game in 1933, passed away in 1953 in Vancouver, and was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1963. By then, Doug Harvey was reinventing the defenseman role. Bobby Orr was just a kid in Perry Sound, but Cameron had already written the blueprint. He wasn't just ahead of his time, he created the time.
Nice. I've never heard of Harry Cameron before.
Well, now looking at his hobby market, this one was sad to me. So I was surprised. I figured there would be some Harry Cameron cards, given he played from 1912 until 1933. And I know that he would have missed the first 3 sets of 1910, 11, and 12, and then there was some early 1920s, like the chocolate era, the confectionery era, and then hockey cards wouldn't resume until 1933. But for whatever reason, he's not in any of the confectionery sets.
Not one.
No.
Oh, what about Cardophilium?
There is Cardophilium, right? So that's the saving grace. But man, given his resume and place in history of hockey, it's really sad that he, like I said, doesn't have like an old pre-war vintage card. So he is in the 1985 Cardophilium set. The high-selling copy is a PSA 8 that sold for $20 in January of 2022. And boys, that's your Hockey Hall of Famer, Harry Cameron.
Good job, Josh.
Nice.
And good job, Harry Cameron. I'm glad we learned about you a bit more, and I'll try not to forget about you.
You want a little oh geez, who the heck were we even talking about there? The St. Louis Flyers. You want a little history on them?
Yeah, quickly, sure.
Played in the American Hockey Association. They were big, fast, tough. I'll just make it quick. They were not anything having to do with Philly. They were there before St. Louis ended up coming. They actually turned into kind of a farm team for Chicago and Detroit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks.
The more
Lou.
you know. The more
Yeah.
you know.
You know.
We have now 2 segments left in our 10-part 25-26 hobby preview series. The season's right around the corner. Holy moly. Have you watched any of the preseason games for your team, Phil?
No, I was working a bit late last night, so I couldn't see all the hoopla with the Habs game. But I was like, oh sweet, I'll just put it on the radio on my way home. Yeah, there was no radio
Oh.
again.
Oh.
No radio again. Yeah.
Oh,
Technical
that sucks.
difficulties, also known as we're not sending people to Quebec City to report on the game. It was very unfortunate, but I caught the highlights. Yeah.
So I mentioned there's 2 parts left. We haven't covered rookies so far, and then I wanted to do a preview of all the new products that are going to come out for 25-26. And I think Grant Sandground, the VP of Upper Deck, VP of product for Upper Deck, is going to join us next week to do the wax part of this and the new products part of it. And so we're going to take a look at rookies today. And I always think, like, when we're in this situation where we have Series 1 coming out on October 15th, so just in a couple weeks, the checklist is up on hockeychecklist.com, by the way. We're going to have a whole new crop of rookies, and they're just kind of names right now. We don't know a lot about these kids because that's what they are. And so I was trying to think of, well, what can we do that would be fun to learn more, a little bit more about him. And so for 5 of the top rookie chases, I came up with 5 fun facts for each. A little nod maybe to Troy,
Oh, nice.
the original founder of the show. And I thought that would be, like I said, a fun way to get to know who these guys are a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with Ivan Demidov. You may not know this about him, but he cracked the KHL roster and played at the top level in Russia before he was even 17 years old,
Wow.
which is rare and a sign of how advanced his development was at a young age. In the 24-25 KHL season, which would have been last year, Demidov set the record for most points in a season by a player under age 20, with 49 points, 19 goals, and 30 assists in 65 games. Here's a little fun fact, more on the fun fact side. His selection at 5th overall in the 2024 NHL entry draft was announced by Celine Dion and a splash of celebrity into the moment.
Her heart will always go on.
Mm-hmm. And on.
And on. Ivan once described himself as a hockey geek, noting that he can't skip stick handling or shooting practice nights without feeling off the next day. He also cites Kobe Bryant as a model for his work ethic. He studies Bryant's grinding habits and pushes himself relentlessly.
Oh boy.
I guess
Good
he lost a
character to
lot of
have.
weight this summer too to try to get a little quicker.
Dude, he last year, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this. Last year at the World Juniors, he was injured, missed a couple of games, and he still led the Russian the leagues in scoring. Like he Team Russia in scoring. Sorry, not the league. Very impressive. Very
impressive.
He was very good last year when I watched him play.
And then the last little factoid about Demidov, in his very first game with Montreal on April 14th, 2025, he logged a goal and an assist in the first period. That made him one of the youngest Canadians to post multiple points in his debut. So, obviously, storied franchise, big deal to do that.
Yep.
It should be fun to see. Hopefully, he gets off to a good start.
Well, everyone's predicting pretty much Montreal is going to win the Stanley Cup this year. So, yeah.
That's its prediction. We're all undefeated right now, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not predicting the Wild will win the Stanley Cup. I'd love it, but
You'll
I
predict
predict-
Kaprizov will score more than 40 goals again. There you go. I think we can predict
that would be amazing. And I just want to get to the second round. I'd be happy with that.
That's my prediction. We go in round 2, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. The only one of these guys that isn't a Series 1 young gun, but I think we're all pretty high on him, Michael Misa, so I wanted to find some facts about him. He was granted exceptional player status in 2022, so he could play in the Ontario Hockey League at the age of 15, becoming just the 8th player to ever receive exceptional status. At the 2022 OHL Cup, the Under-16 tournament, Misa posted 20 points in 7 games, overtaking a record previously held by who? Connor McDavid, who had 19 points. in the
He still
tournament.
doesn't have a cup though, so
Ooh, ouch. Shots fired.
Mhm.
He had a dominant 24-25 OHL season, scored 134 points, led the OHL in scoring with 62 goals and 72 assists in 65 games, and earned multiple league awards. His 62 goals tied the record for most goals scored in the OHL by the draft eligible season and matched Patrick Kane's total from 2006-2007. Beyond offense, Misa isn't afraid to block shots, engage in battles along the boards, recover loose pucks, and disrupt plays defensively. So he's not just a one-trick pony, it sounds like.
Yeah, I hope not. I really hope not. I want this kid to light it up.
Michael Misa will light it up. He's incredible. I know a good chunk about him. He was voted the best stick handler. He was voted the smartest hockey player in the O. He's going to probably be captain of Team Canada at the juniors. He's excellent, man, and he has excelled at an exceptional level. Every level he gets at, more than everybody around him, it seems like.
Mhm.
And he's huge. He's over 6 feet tall. He's only 18 years old, man.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Michael Misa to the San Jose Sharks is terrifying for what that team can do. Yeah, watch out.
Is there a lot of buzz about him in Canada?
Not
Or is it
anymore.
more-
No, I don't hear much. I'm sure.
More-
Listen, good listener. If there's a lot of buzz in your environment, I'm very happy for you. In my environment and in the sum of my experiences to this moment, Michael Misa is not talked about anymore. It's all about Demidov, the Canadians. That's
I would
pretty
think
much
on the
what's
prospect
happening.
side, it's Gavin, or on the very, very young side, Gavin McKenna probably is taking more.
It's
of
it's Habs and Leafs talk right now.
it. Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah.
The next guy that I picked is Jimmy Snuggerud, Jimmy Snugs.
Yeah. Cool
So
name.
his father, Dave Snuggerud, played in the NHL in the late 1980s and early 1990s for teams like Buffalo, San Jose, and Philadelphia. And his grandfather, Jim Westby, was an Olympian and defenseman for Team USA. So definitely comes from a hockey family. He developed in USA Hockey National Team Development Program, where in 2021-22, he put up 24 goals and 39 assists in 59 games, then committed to the University of Minnesota, where he thrived. In his final season with the Golden Gophers, he led the team with 51 points in 40 games, 24 goals, 27 assists, and over his college career compiled 135 points in 119 games. In his first 7 NHL games, he produced 4 points, 1 goal, 3 assists. Quite a showing for a 20-year-old stepping into the pro pace. Also added 4 points in 7 playoff games in his first postseason appearance, showing he wasn't just hanging back and that the moment wasn't too big for him. And in his debut stretch with the Blues, coaches entrusted him with the top 6 minutes and power play time. That's crazy.
Wow.
To basically come in the playoffs and be immediately put in a top 6 role, and it played with veterans like Robert Thomas and Pavel Buchnevich. He averaged 17 and a half, or over 17 minutes time on ice in the postseason, only after playing a handful of games.
I don't know much about him.
He's
I know
so
he's a
good,
big,
Bill.
I know he's a big boy. He's got a big frame on him, but I don't know too much about Snuggerud. So how do you Snuggerud?
Snuggerud.
Snuggerud. Oh yeah, that's a cool name.
I wish
2
we'd have
more.
been able to watch him more.
Is he American?
As a
Yeah, he's
Gopher.
American, eh?
He's from Minnesota.
Okay, cool. Oh, so he's probably is he cut from the same like Logan Cooley, Cutter Gaucher crew?
Yeah, he's a really good playmaker, feisty, not
Okay.
afraid.
Nice.
I saw him play twice last year, live at
Mhm.
the U.
Yeah, what'd you think? The eye test is the best test, man. That's the best.
He is the best player on the ice.
Oh, real? Okay, good answer. Good answer.
2 more. Ryan Leonard. Ryan
Oh.
Leonard grew up in Amherst, Massachusetts, and after dominating high school hockey, committed to Boston College, where he made an immediate splash as a freshman, scoring 31 goals, becoming the highest scoring freshman in BC history. At BC, he was also known for his shot volume. In college, he averaged over 5 shots a game, ranking amongst the top shooters nationally. In his sophomore season at BC, Leonard didn't ease up. He netted 30 more goals and became the first NCAA player in over a decade to post back-to-back 30-goal seasons. It was last done by Cam Atkinson. Off the ice, Leonard moved in with veteran Pierre-Luc Dubois. Oh, boy. I'm out.
I'm out. That's it. Take over, Louis.
Upon his arrival in Washington, Dubois has taken a mentorship role helping Leonard adapt to life as an NHLer, even offering tips around cooking and daily life. Hopefully not hockey.
Cooking and daily life.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Internationally, Leonard has a track record of stepping up. He won gold medals for Team USA at the U20 World Junior Championships twice, and in 2025, even captained Team USA, showing the leadership qualities coaches saw early. I don't know much about Ryan Leonard, but
No, me neither.
he was pretty much, thrust in the spotlight where he made his NHL debut right as Ovi was breaking the goals record. And
Yeah.
then the last guy is Artem Levshinov.
Ooh, Belarusian.
Yes. Born on October 28, 2005 in Zholbin, Belarus. I think that's how you say it. Levshinov has already made NHL history as the highest drafted Belarusian player ever, being taken second overall in the 2024 NHL draft by Chicago. As a youth, he played for Belarus's U17 and U18 national squads and in domestic leagues. His U18 season, he exploded for 25 goals and 38 assists in 46 games, a 63-point tally that caught international attention. In 2022, he selected 111th overall in the USHL Phase 2 draft by the Green Bay Gamblers, a relatively late pick for someone who would soon become a top NHL draft prospect. He adapted quickly in Green Bay. His lone USHL season, which was 22-23, put up 13 goals, 28 assists in 62 games, and earned recognition on the USHL All-Rookie team and third All-USHL team. When he arrived in the NCAA at Michigan State, he didn't skip a beat. In 38 games, he totaled 9 goals, 26 assists, ranking among the top defensemen in scoring, while earning Big Ten Freshman of the Year and Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year honors. That's pretty good. Freshman of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. In March 2025, he made his NHL debut versus Colorado, logging 21 minutes of ice time in over 24 shifts. In his first game, that appearance made him one of the few recent USHL alumni to jump directly to the NHL stage.
He's I'm really high on him. At my shop at work, a few doors down, there's a body shop guy, and he's from Belarus, and he's absolutely one of the funniest men I've ever met. And
Really?
I barely understand what he says half the time, but he loves talking hockey, and he loves Levshinov, and he calls him the Belarusian Connor Bedard. That's what he said. I was like, all right, relax. So I'm watching this kid. Yeah, he's big, 6'2", big boy. So he says he's the real deal, man. He said he said 5 years ago nobody ever knew about him. He says now my whole country knows who he is. Says the whole he says he's a country. Everyone's watching him.
Big star.
So, yeah, he's a big star over there.
I remember him, Louis, when we interviewed him at the Rookie Showcase. He was like a stand-up comedian. He was like treated like it was like a comedy set or something like that. He was pretty.
I love him even more.
there.
That's great. Yeah, he's got a personality. Oh, maybe I should prospect this kid. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I hope that's useful and helpful to people and interesting, right? To get a little, I just remember like a number of years ago, like chasing rookie cards and getting sucked up in the chase and whatever. Cole Caulfield, his Young Guns is worth $100. So now I want Cole Caulfield. Do I know anything about Cole Caulfield? No. Right.
No, he's short, but he's good.
Yeah. And so if we could do anything on the show, it's maybe.
Is Misa will be series 2 then, right? Like I'm assuming.
Well, assuming he makes the team, but I think that I would be.
Yeah, I don't. It'd probably be good if he didn't. He's only 18. I'd like go down another year. Let the boys cook up here, and then you can come add dessert.
Isn't the trend though now like there's almost something wrong with the player if they don't make the team at 18, which I don't agree with. I agree with what you're saying, Phil, but it's the whole Shane Wright thing, right? Where everyone's like, well, is he a bust now because he didn't immediately jump to the NHL?
I think it's much harder being a general manager and knowing it's just like being a dad and telling your son, I know you feel ready, but no. It's no different than that. It's a maturation thing. It's a maturity thing. It is. Like Curtis Lazar came to the Sens way too early. We ruined his career. Erik Karlsson went back down. It was the greatest thing. The best thing we ever did was send Erik Karlsson back to the minors. And he was pissed. Very annoyed. And you know who sent him? Brian Murray. Why? Because he's a hockey guy and he knows. And he's a grown man. Men know men, right? Older men usually can know how a younger man feels. It's a rite of passage. So we know what's going on. If you have a good mentor or a good leader in your organization, I think it's very, very admirable to send some of your stars down to learn the game a bit. It's a harder game in the AHL in a weird way. It's a grindier, slimier, dirtier. You got to muck in the corners, and once you figure that part out, you go to the show. It can adapt. You can adapt easier.
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad you left my sleeper off the list.
Who's that?
Who's yours?
I like Zane, is it Perek?
Perek.
Yeah.
Yeah, him or Gabe Perreault would have been another one that you could have put on there. But to your point, Phil, all sports is like this now. When we grew up, an NFL quarterback, if you're drafted in the first round, you was just expected you were going to sit behind the starter for 3 years. And think of all the Hall of Famers. Steve Young sat behind Joe Montana. Even Aaron Rodgers, sat behind Brett Favre for a number of years. Now, if you're taken in the first round as an NFL quarterback, you're expected to start the very first game, your very first season.
Yeah,
that puts a lot of pressure on these kids.
It does.
Yeah, you want good management, man. I remember, like I've said it before, the NFL draft was 2005-06 when Reggie Bush didn't go first, and I had a guy, and I was bartending, and an old man had to explain to me that college football is not the NFL, and I didn't understand how Reggie Bush couldn't go first. How could Mario Williams go first? Because he was more mature. He was a defensive end. He knew his position better. It's almost the same applies, right? Like you there's a maturity in body and in mind that you got to hit. And sit, learn the playbook for 3 years. Then you can pop on and be the QB,
There you go. Slab Sharks is a Gongshow partner sponsor. We're thankful, of course, for their support of this show. The current Slab Sharks weekly eBay auction ends tonight. More than 6,500 cards that will end and you can bid on. Unfortunately, we're going to be on an airplane, and we will not have our Slab Sharks live show this week.
Could I do it? I could do it at the house. No, I don't want to do it.
I think we should. We got a lot going on.
No. Yeah, no, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. Take a break.
I am going to kind of miss it, though. I actually have a lot of fun doing that. It's very just chill, and we're goofballs.
Oh, it feels kind of weird.
It does. Yeah. We're grinders, and it feels weird when you're not grinding. But don't let that stop the fun, people. Get in there and I don't know, maybe Louis and I will find a way to find Wi-Fi on the plane. Do planes in Canada have Wi-Fi? We'll find out, I guess. It is the biggest weekly hockey auction there is, of course, and the reason why so many Canadian and American collectors want their cards listed in the Slab Sharks auctions, they make it just super easy to sell your cards on eBay. All you got to do is fill out a submission form. It takes less than a minute, and if you're like Phil, you fill out half of it. And that works too.
It works. It works. Quantity, lots.
Many
more.
And then you just box them up and send them to Slab Sharks if you're in Canada, or the Gong Show if you're in America. Then everything else is taken care of from there. You're done, basically. And plus, the entire hobby knows it's the biggest auction, and they show up. So if you're going to get tons of eyeballs on your cards, and honestly, you guys can make your own statements, but this comes from me. I think it's the only way to go for eBay sales. I won't ever list a card on eBay myself again. It's just so much easier. And my personal experience, too, is that my cards do better on Slab Sharks than when I try to sell them myself. I can't promise that to everyone, of course. That we don't do that here. But overwhelmingly, that's been my personal experience.
Do airplanes not have Wi-Fi?
They do, but usually you got to buy it unless you're going super far or you're in first class or blah, blah, blah.
I bought my plane ticket.
No, come on. You got to pay for baggage now.
Nickel and dime. If you have to go to the bathroom, they're going to start charging you pretty soon.
I'll soil myself, then they can clean it up. We're neighbors to the satellite. Isn't no?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they should have Starlink now. It should be free and easy.
Oh, yes. Go Starlink. That thing's awesome.
So for complete consignment information, including payout rates, and to get the process started today, head to slabsharks.com. Hobby news!
Hobby news.
Right to it. Man on a mission is Phil today.
Yeah.
Well, Panini is going out with a bang when it comes to NBA basketball card sets. They are set to lose their NBA license on October 23rd, but that's not stopping them. They can't stop, won't stop, from bringing back Panini Eminence. Now, if you're in the mood for a 10-card box, Louis, you can stroll into your local LCS, I guess, and for just $40,000, US.
40K, 40
Yeah,
bands.
40K for a box of 10 cards.
Makes the cup look cheap, eh?
I know. You can buy 40 boxes of the cup, 40 tins of the cup for one box of M&M's.
You're serious right now?
I am
you're-
dead serious.
Well, yeah,
What is
look at the look on
happening?
your face on the screen.
My head looks good though, eh? It's good.
You look
Little
great,
buddy
dude.
here.
Handsome man, handsome man.
Handsome.
Well, I guess for that price, Louis, you should buy two if it's only 40K.
I'll just get one for each of us. Why not?
Is this a new? You said the return. This has happened before.
Yeah, not to this expense though. I think it's been 4 or 5 years since Eminence has been produced. And again, to be very clear, this is not a secondary market price that somebody bought and marked up. This is from the manufacturer, and it's already going for more on the secondary markets. Came out on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
The most a box of Eminence has ever sold for on the secondary markets is 66,000. Now here's my thing.
What? So hold. I have questions. Is this its own set? Like, are there
Yeah.
base Eminence
Mhm.
Eminence cards? Yeah.
Eminence.
Okay.
Anonymity.
So it's okay. I'll let you finish and then I'll ask more questions.
Well, I was just going to say at 40,000, M&M better deliver the box to my house and wrap the back of the cards to me. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I see stuff like this and I'm like, thank God we love hockey cards. That we don't have to be in a hobby where you have to compete with people with stupid money. Like any good card, is literally unaffordable.
Well, it's how many cards? You said 10?
10,
Mm-hmm.
$4,000 a card.
$4,000 a
US.
card.
So this would be 60 grand US or what? No, not that much, but 55 grand
Canadian.
US to you.
How many
Canadian.
boxes are they making? 100?
No idea.
I don't get it.
Better not be any sticker autos in those boxes, huh?
You know what though? Yeah, could you imagine? If we were ballers, like if we were, like them and cutthroat businessmen and the 40K was nothing, I would buy it. I mean, why wouldn't I? That'd be the product for me, right?
Fair.
It's just not a product for us.
I have to assume though that most of these boxes will be opened by breakers. It seems like an awful big gamble to drop $40,000 on. We know what happens in
Mm-hmm.
boxes. I saw somewhere recently that they estimated the average return on a box is about 10%.
Not on Gongshow Reloaded though. Thank you.
No. It's better.
Sorry, I had to do it.
Yeah,
I hate
what
when you
you-
guys do it, but I had to do
What,
it.
what we're gonna end up seeing now though is the I'm the god of the hobby, and you're gonna see thumbnails now. I dropped 45 grand on a box of Eminence. See how I did. You can see
Sure.
it. It's coming.
No, but that's what easiest clickbait there, right?
Mhm.
And
I'm
I get that.
intrigued though. I am intrigued. I mean, the money's ridiculous. I have found good little mental tricks to ignore this stuff, like salaries and hockey players and this. But I want to see the product. I'm curious what's going on here. I don't
mean,
like
the product's
word.
nice, but Phil, honestly, it's like a nice cup card. It's a nice patch auto. It's a nice auto. That's all it is, bro.
I could understand this if, and I don't know Panini well enough. I mean, we're hockey guys. If a manufacturer made a product like this, where they made the cards so insanely special or cool, like with the best part of the Red Wings patch when Gordie Howe broke the all-time scoring record. The memorabilia would have to be very specific, incredibly special, like ridiculous, like Grail type pieces. If you wanted to make a $40,000 box that had cards like that in it, I could kind of get it. But so I think it comes down to if it's just a Joe Smo patch auto and they're just calling it Eminence and therefore it should be expensive, then I don't understand that.
Mhm.
I'm. When is this coming out? You said sorry.
It came out on Monday.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll look up some stuff tomorrow on the airplane.
Yeah.
While you're listening to this, I'll be in the sky looking up Eminence.
But this shouldn't be very shocking. Like if you guys ever go on to look at like the Fanatics Premier Auction or the big Heritage auctions or Goldens, and you see Joe Smo rookie quarterbacks, big cards selling for $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. But then that stuff never happens in hockey.
You know, this is, I guess it's happening. Like last year, I turned down the music in my truck because I needed to think, and I felt like my grandpa. I was like, "Oh my god, it's happening," and it's happening right now. So I know, Ferrari and Lamborghinis and McLarens. They all cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Who would spend money on that when there's people dying all over the world? And even in our both of our respective countries, there's lots of less fortunate people who aren't doing so good, and money could help them. We'll keep it general like that, okay? This bothers me as a hobby card collector because I cut trees down for a living, so I know where these cards are printed, and you're selling them for 40 grand. Nothing's been done, right? Like, where's the merit? I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot, and maybe I'm being hypocritical.
It's no different than your example of going out and just buying a Lambo or a Ferrari.
No, but a Lambo is engineered, and thousands of people went into building. That is a machine. I'm not a car guy, Louis, at all. And that is an engineering piece of perfection. I'm saying that I get. I'm not a car guy, but I kind of get that. Why is a Bugatti $300,000? Well, dude, it's called research and development. It's called I can't stand when people say, "Oh, I should have cut the tree down myself." Dude, you can't pay me for my experience. Well, you did. It's that is, I'm okay with stuff like that. A piece of cardboard, or I guess you could say precious metals would be the same, right? Like gold came from the earth, diamonds came from the earth. Why did we value them so much? People are dying, they don't have drinking water, and you're buying diamonds for 50 grand.
Well,
I'm just yelling at it loud. I don't know how to explain what I'm. I don't know.
On your point though, because you brought that up, so I had to look it up. Other than me telling you they're like the cup and blah blah blah, yeah, a lot of them is that, but these are very short print runs, and it says in here some of the cards do have precious metal inlays, some 24 karat gold, some platinum bars and foils, real gemstones.
Palladium. I'm a palladium guy.
So, I mean, so that could be part of it. I'll give them the tiny print runs and the gems and all that stuff. But everything else I read on here, it's the same. But I get you're paying.
It's just it's Panini is what they're a licensed company that can print things for another licensed company, right? And they slap a price tag on it. And I'm just like, with everything going on in the world, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to be an after school special over here, but
here's the power of marketing and branding, though, right? Look at like a cup RPA. A cup RPA for McDavid.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thick card that says the cup on it. It has a piece of a player worn patch and a McDavid autograph. There's what other sets, like UD Black? I mean, there's a whole bunch of other sets that have player worn McDavid jersey patches and autographs from 2015 that sell for 1/10 of what the cup costs. So and so why is the cup so valuable? It's because it's all perceptive value, right?
Yeah.
So it's a game of perception. If you're a manufacturer, that's like why I said at this level as a collector, especially in hockey, I would want to see like, here's a cup that contains a vial of Wayne Gretzky's tears after winning the Stanley Cup. Like, oh, okay, now I get why it's 40 grand, or something so like ridiculously unique and special that
if you had
to justify.
Let's say if you had, we'll stick on the McDavid Future Watch. You got an auto on there, you got a sick game used patch, and you have the shield or something. And there's only 10 of those, and then pick your favorite other players, some of that stuff. And they only produced 1/8 of the amount of the cup they printed. I bet you the cup would go for 10, 15, 20 grand.
Maybe, but I think you have to take it a step further, Louis. I think it can't just be game used. It can't be that generic. It has to be specific and from a truly special event, like winning the Stanley Cup or setting the all-time rookie, like Teemu Selanne, or when he scored his 72nd rookie goal, the Jets patch or something like that, where you can truly say that I have a piece of history in this card, not a generic jersey that was worn in some random game.
So for us in hockey, that's what we would need to meet
Well, for me in
half of this
basketball, too.
threshold.
Yeah, for me to
Okay.
spend 40 grand, or for me to understand the value of how a box could cost that much, is it would need to have like iconic memorabilia in it. That's just me.
Yeah, well, I understand it. I'm just trying to just talk out in my head how we could ever, not that I wanted to, get this way in hockey, and I just can't. I don't.
Well, your market has to be able to sustain it, right? So
Oh, yeah.
there's obviously enough basketball collectors that spend big money. Where I don't know if Upper Deck came out with a $40,000 box or $55,000 CAD box, I feel like they'd have a tough time selling it.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think we're there. We're there yet. We know a couple people that would buy it, and they could trade amongst the three of them, and that's it. That's all.
Three of them. That's brilliant. Okay. Next story is not hockey related. Again, it's more hobby adjacent, but I just thought it was interesting. Did you guys see that EA Sports sold for $55 billion?
It's in the game.
I did.
So
Yeah.
they're the maker of course, the annual NHL video game, and 55 billion is, God, these numbers just in life are getting so huge.
It's ridiculous. Isn't it Saudi Arabia's public
Mm-hmm.
fund or something? And isn't it like Kushner's company?
Kushner
Yeah.
and his group, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool.
And this is a little business nerdy, so I apologize to anyone that doesn't care, but I find it fascinating. So it wasn't a straight up sale, it was a leveraged buyout. And what that means is that
I'm out.
basically
I don't care.
well,
Sorry.
the buyers took out a loan to spend $55 billion on a company. And so what happens in the case, like let's say that you work at EA Sports. Now you have a new owner who took out a $55 billion essentially mortgage on your business, and it's your responsibility to work harder to pay that back. That's got to be a hefty loan payment every month. It's not fun when you work at a company in this case, because the other thing too is that
Layoffs.
layoffs galore, because it's a consortium of investment banking firms, and they're flippers. They're almost like card flippers. So they come in, they buy a business, they borrow the money because they don't plan to own it long enough, and they slash expenses to make you more profitable. Then the people that are left, they pressure you like you wouldn't believe to grow revenue, so that in 3 to 5 years they can flip it for make 10 billion or whatever, and that's the goal there. So right now, EA Sports does about $7.5 billion in annual revenue. Is that about what your company does, Phil? $7.5 billion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$7.5 billion in stress, maybe.
And so this will also take the company, which was public, into private. And so here's something kind of interesting. So all existing shareholders, so if you own a share of EA Sports, you're going to get paid $212 or $210 per share.
Mm-hmm.
Had you invested in the company 36 years ago when it went through its initial public offering, you could have bought shares for 52 cents. So there's a nice 400x return on those people's investment there. The other thing I found kind of interesting about this is that it's not the biggest sale of a video game company, though. In 2023, Microsoft purchased Blizzard for $69 billion.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Warcraft. Nice.
Mhm.
Did you guys
So
play
see if there's-
Warcraft?
Yeah, a little bit.
I liked CNC better. I was more of a Command and Conquer Red Alert guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big video game guy, admittedly, but the last game that I really got into, my friends sucked me in, was Star Wars Galaxies. I don't know if you remember that one.
Oh no, Halo
kinda
was
like
the
a
last. Halo was the last video game I played.
All right, last hobby news story. Now we're back to hockey in the hobby. The Ducks finally signed Mason McTavish. It's never easy when it comes to the Ducks, but McTavish does have a new 6-year deal that ended his holdout, and I guess time skating in Ottawa, so he must have hopped on a plane back to Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like Pat Verbeek likes to certainly drive a hard bargain, and I read a bunch of articles about this, and he's actually admitted that he probably needs to change his ways, that they're starting to develop a not so good reputation
You think?
around the league around signing their young players. So, I mean, I guess a good moment of self-awareness from Pat Verbeek. The deal's worth $42 million in total. He'll make $7 million a year. I think that's a good deal.
That's a great
Mhm.
deal. I think that's a
I would
very good deal.
love the Wild
He
to
is a
sign him.
great player. He hasn't
Yeah.
he hasn't found his proper game yet, man. He's a great player.
Yeah, well, I got some stats in a second here that about the end of last season that you might find interesting. So in total, McTavish missed 10 days of camp. Of course, now he's back in the fold, and the Ducks can move forward, and hopefully there's no like butthurt feelings about it. He's just 22 years old, so with the 6-year deal, he'll be 28 and a free agent.
Mhm.
So that's probably pretty advantageous for him too. Last season, he played in 76 games, scored 22 goals, totaled 52 points. Both were career highs. But in his last 36 games, he scored 16 goals and totaled 33 points. So he had a much better second half of the year than he did first half of the year. And I think the hope is he'll be able to maintain that momentum coming into this season. 25-26 will be McTavish's fourth full NHL season. Here's another reason I think to be excited about him. So he's Leo Carlson's the first line center, and McTavish will be the second line center with line mates Cutter Gauthier and Mikhail Granlund. I like that line.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I think Granlund will be very, very good. Granlund's a very, doesn't get a lot of publicity.
No, he's a gritty
But
kid, man.
He was
He's
really good on the Wild. I was bummed when they traded him that's part of the Suter deal with her. No. What was
No,
that for? The other guy we got from Nashville. Yeah, I don't remember now.
Fiala.
Fiala. McTavish is a 2021 Young Guns PSA 10 pop 2,188 with a 56% gem rate. Last sold for $47 US on September 24th, down 16% in the past month, down 22% in the past 3 months. 52-week high 60 US, 52-week low 21 US. I would love to see him have like a great season. And I'm not really invested in him. I don't have any McTavish cards. Do you guys?
He's a good hard-nosed player. He's bound. If anyone's gonna click their season, he's definitely a candidate.
I would love to find somebody on the Ducks to PC at some point, because if I haven't said it before, I'm going to say it again, so you might hear it again. But you guys, I love these new uniforms. I love the colors.
They're amazing.
So awesome.
I like
Home
it.
run.
To get, that chest logo, the patch in a card or something, or I don't know, even a number, I wouldn't care.
Oh, get the eye. Get the duck eye
duck
and
eye.
the red eye.
The colors are great. Whoever is doing jerseys now, like again, we've said before, the Mammoth, the colors are amazing. So I agree with you, Louis.
I know a guy that knows a guy that designs a handful of hockey jerseys.
Really?
Don't you just design a jersey and you're done? Like, how are you? What's your job? I design hockey jerseys. When? Once every 15 years?
Well, you always got that third jersey that can be a hit and miss too.
I guess so.
We should talk about Edmonton's at some point.
Yeah. I would bet that wouldn't you assume like 8 to 10 teams tweak their jersey every year? But I think they go with like marketing and branding firms to do that.
I love when Montreal changed their Habs logo and they made it 20% bigger. And everyone's like, no. I'm like, it looks better. Come on.
But some of them like that though. Leave it alone.
No,
Like,
there would be Montreal's the
Habs,
center.
Toronto. Don't
New York.
touch the Blackhawks. The rain. There's ones that just need to stay.
Montreal would, if they ever changed that jersey, they would rebuild the Forum just to burn it down again.
Play with the third jerseys.
I was just gonna say that's the nice thing about the third jersey is it allows teams like that to get creative without harming the tradition of their storied.
And I was brokenhearted too, because my favorite Devils jersey is their third jersey, the one that just says Jersey, the black one.
Yeah.
I think this is the last year for that.
Oh, the jersey.
The jersey.
You like that, but you don't like the Oilers that says Oilers?
The Oilers third jersey new one is horrific.
I
I
love
haven't
it.
seen it. Really?
Awesome. How
Break
can
the
you
tie,
like the
Josh.
jersey? How can you like the jersey, but not like the Oilers? That doesn't make sense.
Because it looks like they washed the jerseys with a red piece of new clothing and they got stained pink.
Whatever. I like it. I think it's great.
Wow. Maybe you guys will settle this like thumb wrestle in Saskatoon. We'll figure out who the
I'm
winner
not a
is.
good thumb wrestler.
Okay.
No,
1,
I
2,
get
3,
upset and I just
4.
want to let's just fight.
Either.
All right, fine.
New
Let's
product
have a
release
fight.
is brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner Mint Inc. Mint Inc., of course, is the official home of Rip Party 2, going down Friday, November 7th. We'll be at Mint Inc. live from the Fall Expo, and we'll be giving away, I don't know, maybe 70, 80, 90, 100, 300, 800 boxes. Depends
some
what Louis
jerseys.
wants, and some jerseys. And I guess cue Louis passing out at the thought of 800 boxes. We chose Mint Inc. as our partner to host Rip Party because their shop in Vaughan is absolutely amazing. They are great people too, which is important, and they believe in kind of our mission with Rip Party to give back. And of course, Mint Inc. has it all from latest hobby releases, singles, memorabilia, grading services, consignment, and breaks after dark. There's the location in Vaughan and then one in Ajax opening soon. It's like a GTA takeover, I guess, for Mint Inc. But you don't have to be in the GTA for Mint Inc. to fulfill your deepest hobby needs and desires. You can do it all at mintinc.ca. And as an Upper Deck Internet authorized retailer, they can ship your hobby boxes right to your doorstep anywhere in Canada. Phil, you've had them ship all over the country, in fact, when we've covered that extensively on this show.
Mhm.
All my adventures, they found me, and I got to rip my cards. They care about their customers.
I've been everywhere, man.
Okay, we're going to do something I've been trying to do for 3 shows because I love doing it, but it's been too much going on, new product releases, and haven't been able to sneak it in. We're going to look at the top 5 early stature sales to date because I've been
nice.
very curious to see what's going on in the old secondary markets. And I've got something very interesting and an important lesson that we haven't covered in a long time. But I was so happy we did this to get the opportunity to maybe that people that are new to watching or listening to the show to hopefully learn something. So again, we're to go through the top 5 sales. Any sale made via eBay has been verified as paid for in Terapeak, because if it hasn't been paid for, of course, it's not a sale. And here's the lesson. Speaking of that, when I was going through and I find the top sales and I got to find the top 5 and I verified Terapeak, I had to go through 9 cards to find 5 that were paid for. And it's very similar to, like, we do our top sales posts, and so many people, I think more than a dozen at least, have reached out on Instagram saying, when are you going to cover and I'm sure you guys saw this too, the Lane Hudson Future Watch Auto Patch 101.
Oh yeah, it wasn't paid for. Yeah,
Wasn't paid for.
yeah, it wasn't paid
It's
for.
not a sale. Sorry. And you can tell that there is some definitive comp manipulation happening with stature, right? Because everyone knows that it's a set the hobby loves. Everybody has been waiting for it for a long time. And you got to be very careful looking at some of these RPAs to see if they've been paid for or not. Because about half of the top ones have not been paid for. And these aren't cards that sold yesterday and just haven't been paid for. These are cards that sold These are listings that ended a week ago.
It'll never go away. I'm so convinced of that. I've said it before. I have an acquaintance who I know for a fact skews the sales so he gets higher card, and there is zero ethically wrong with what he's doing in his mind. He doesn't broadcast
That
it.
sucks.
Yeah, but there's he's a family guy. You would never know. You would never in a million years know. And all day, this is what he does for a living. I mean, not
Wow.
that, but he's involved in our community. Yeah. And I'm sorry, if there's 3 of them in the whole country, that's all you need. That's all you would need to ruin everything. So imagine there's obviously more than 3. I'm not saying, I don't want people to think there's people out there doing it on purpose, to being like this, like, they're not doing that. They just see business in a different way than you. And if the law lets them, they do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's legal or not, but I mean, if the no police officers knocking on your door, or nobody's coming to beat, or anyway, stop me there.
Well, there's legal, there's ethical, and everyone has to make their own personal choice. But then the good news is there is a tool to help you find this out. It is the Terapeak or research tool. It's in the selling section of eBay. Google it or find YouTube videos on how to use it. We've done our own tutorials before on this show on how to use it. You just have to take that extra step, because what happens is there's one of these cards that you get the perception that there's a $5,500 quote unquote sale, but and then the next one lower is $2,500. Well, the $5,500 wasn't paid for. The $2,500 was. So the real comp, if that's how you're going to base that off of would be 2,500, not 5,500. But as we've talked about before, these tools have this flaw where the eBay sales history, which feeds Card Ladder and 130 Point and Market Movers and all these apps, reports completed listings as sales, even if they are not paid for.
You know what's even scarier is sometimes when they are paid for and it's not even really a real sale. Their cousin bought it and they just give it back to the guy, but now
Right.
they have the sale, right?
Fair.
I'd say that's the real problem. I'd say that's the NBC Dateline. Wait till the third commercial after, then they tell you.
And I don't doubt that happens, but money has to change hands. The part that really bugs me, I think, the most about completed listings that go unpaid for is it's so easy and painless to do it. You just agree to buy it and never pay for it. And then so you don't have to change money, you don't have to lose money to fees.
Well, it's every look at our Slab Sharks Thursdays. Every single card over $5,000 in the last 3 bidders has a guy with less than 3 bids.
Yeah.
Every card, every single one. There's a jerk in every circle. it's we have normalized it, right? I think it's our job, and I feel it's our, what does Johnny say? Our fiduciary. I'm not saying that again. It's that right of ours that we just keep saying it. Make sure you verify in Terapeak. Make sure, and that's still not everything, but that's at least 90% of the way there, 95% of the way there, right? Verify in Terapeak. Spread the culture. If you're listening, tell it to your card buddies. Make sure it's verified and it's paid for. We all will win if we do that.
And I think too, like, one of the benefits of experience in the hobby is I feel like I'm getting to the point where if I see a comp that I can look at that card and say, that card's not worth $10,000. Like, the comp be damned, I would never pay $10,000. If someone else wants to, that's great. But I don't value that card as a $10,000 card. And I think that's just by looking at tons of cards, being in the hobby for a few years, that's a tool that you add to your toolkit at some point.
Experience.
Yeah. Experience is the best teacher, right? If you don't have experience, and the reason why I brought this up is my best advice is to ask somebody that does. Like, if you see a card that you're really interested in, and they want $6,000 for the hot rookie RPA, say, is this a $6,000 RPA? Or is this a type of card that will have legs going forward? And you can never predict if a card's going to go up or down. But you do get better at identifying the special cards versus the noise.
True.
And, again, there's so many pitfalls for new collectors in this hobby that you almost have to take your lumps to some degree.
There's lots can be exploited, by bad actors, and
you
people
can exploit lack of information real easy.
Yeah, and if you get caught in a corner, and like let's say you just go to the expo for the first time ever, and you hook up with, well, I don't want to say this scenario, but it could happen, like a few, kind of unethical people in our hobby, but they look everything safe, and don't let a bad experience of a rougher group. I don't mean the way they look, but the way they deal with their cards and their money and how they trade with each other. There's some groups you can click with, and there's other groups you wouldn't click with. What I can promise you this: there is for sure a group of guys out there that talk and collect and buy exactly like you. You just got to find them. It's going to take a little bit of work. They might be in Discord. They might be at the expo. They might be in Saskatoon. They're out there. Don't give up. Don't give up. I didn't have a hockey card friend for like 25 years. They actually got made fun of a lot in my hockey cards. I didn't have any circles. But I found my Josh and I found my Louis.
Oh, so speaking of the making friends, Louis just told me yesterday that again, and this is multiple times that this has happened.
Matchmaker.
Yeah, Louis played a little bit, but we have a bunch of Discord guys that are gonna have their own house at the expo.
Oh, no kid! They should get it next door. It's probably not Airbnb, I guess, but whatever.
No, awesome. It is. It is. They're trying.
Okay.
Yeah, get close to us. That would be amazing. Oh,
Come
and then
a little bit closer to Chicago Gongshow.
We're gonna get into the cards in 1 second, but the last thing I'll say on this too is that even though I think like in most cases, newer collectors are most susceptible. I don't blame a new collector for this because when you look at a report from a giant company like eBay and it says sales history on the name of the report, wouldn't you think that you should be able to take that to the bank and, oh, this was actually a sale? It's just poppycock that
Poppycock.
that's
Is there an adult that works for eBay? I know there's always that one guy, but I always just see like younger people that have not found their career yet working for eBay everywhere we go. Is there an adult? Maybe if eBay's listening, I know you're multi-billion-dollar company and you can do anything and nothing's going to really change, but it would be really cool if you could send like a leader and kick up some feedback. It's all pointless.
Okay, well, with that being said, I'll climb off my soapbox here and we'll get into finally the top 5. It's a good list, interesting cards. So number 5 is a 24-25 Macklin Celebrini Rookie Patch Auto Gold out of 5 that sold for $2,182 US via eBay. Best offer on September 17th. And again, all these are verified as paid for. I really like the gold parallel on this. And this is a terrible photo, but and it's the gold is pretty washed out in it, but these look very sharp.
Sharp cards
in hand. Number 4 is a 23-24 Connor Bedard Rookie Patch Auto Gold out of 5. So here's the other year's version of the gold. Looks a better photo. Got the rainbow kind of effect on it there. So for $2,915 US via Slab Sharks on September 25th. And again, was paid for. Oh, one thing in case anyone's not familiar with Stature is a dual year rookie class. So even though it is 24-25 Stature, the 23-24 rookie class has the rookie year, which is appropriate to their rookie year. That sounded terrible, but hopefully you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Number 3 is a 24-25 Macklin Celebrini Rookie Patch Auto Purple out of 3. Look at that patch on that card.
Mm-hmm.
So for $3,224 US, again by Slab Sharks on September 25th. The number 2 highest selling Stature card to date is a 23-24 Bedard Rookie Patch Auto Purple. Again, another purple. Out of 3, sold for $4,984, almost $5,000 on September 26th by eBay auction. And the RPAs, I don't know if it's the photos, but I'm liking the 23-24 is better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the number 1 highest selling Stature card to date is a Matvei Michkov 24-25 Rookie Patch Auto 101. That sold for $5,343 US via eBay auction September 29th. Look at that patch. Look at the chunky monkey patch.
That
But
is
the
one of the best
signature-
patches I've ever seen, and that is one of the worst signatures of a man I have ever seen. It's an epidemic. It's an epidemic, these kids. The NHLPA's got to step in. You know what? Isn't this a little concerning? Like, let's be honest, okay? We're in a massive nerd thing. We are. We're just in a massive nerd thing. We're idolizing professional athletes. They're not paying attention to us. There's nobody that's telling these guys these signatures matter. There's nobody sticking up for us right now for these autographs to be better. Listen, Matt Vi, there's a group of men, a lot of them, that collect pictures of you in a standard cardboard size. You know when you sign them? Yes. Okay, you got to do that better. Why? Because they're upset. We're screwed. We're done. There's going to be no autos in 10 years. It'll be a fingerprint. They'll just fingerprint every card.
I just thought of a great like Mr. Beast esque video that we could do with you, Phil. I would love to put you in a room where there's only a table and chair. On top of this table is this card, naked. So no sleeve, no holder.
Okay.
And then beyond it is a stack of $10,000. And the cameras are on you, and you have to go 2 hours and not touch the patch, and you get $10,000.
Dude, I would do that for $10,000. Yeah, it'd be easy.
It'd be hard though. You think?
No,
it'd be to sit there and stare
I have excellent discipline, excellent mental toughness. I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm super goofy, but I'm. You bet on me not to do it. I know you. Stop it.
I don't know. I mean, that's
He wouldn't. He would not do it. Josh, we've had this conversation.
Thank you, Louie.
Who is the only person on the face of the earth
Fair.
that can get mail day and not open them now?
Dude,
I get that.
Him.
I get that. But Phil distracts himself. If you're in a room, and the first half hour would be easy. The first hour would be easy. But you're not
really
going to
thought
tell
about
me
this,
that
Larry.
like an hour and 15 minutes in, you're looking at that patch and that big chunky seam, and you're like, I got to touch it. I got to
You
touch
gotta
it.
touch it.
I would, yeah. I really want to. I want to run my thumb right between the big, thick white and the orange there. Just go up and down. Yeah.
Gross.
Mm.
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap
That
it
was
up.
fun.
Okay. One more quick thing, and we did get an update from Upper Deck over the next month. A look at the new releases coming out. Pretty stacked. October, really. So on October 8th, we have 24-25 Ultimate Collection dropping. We just feel like we just had Ultimate.
I can't afford this. I can't afford the month of October. That's too much.
It's going to be tough.
It's too much.
Then a week later, Series 1, October 15th. I just got in touch with Billy Celio. He's up for doing we kind of do an annual live podcast that Wednesday night for Series 1 release day. And I think we're going to plan that again. So that'll be.
Will we
fun
do it
there.
live?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think we've done it last 2 years.
Yes, sir.
And then a 2-week break, and we have 24-25 Upper Deck Premiere. So you have Ultimate and Premiere in the same month.
And Jeff McMahon's favorite release of the year, Red Wing Centennial box set. There you go, Jeffy
Do
Poo.
you see what that date is?
During the expo.
November 5th. Ooh, big release at the expo. Yep.
Oh boy.
Personal pickups. Philip.
Bubkiss. I plan to get a lot this weekend, though, if I make it out of there alive.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that, Louis. Great job. Great
Yeah, I
job.
had to put
Thanks,
something
Louis.
in there for him.
What do you got, Louis?
All right, mine comes with a story. I had to go for it. This said card that I will explain in a minute. First ever and last ever box of Clear Cut I opened. I ended up pulling a 24-25 Mike Madonna Power Skaters, the blue out of 10. I think I'm going to stop while I'm ahead.
Yeah. I need to chime in. Phil, if you could have saw this guy's face, first of all, he did the slowest reveal that I've ever seen in my life. He went like a millimeter every 15 minutes.
Not Grant's pretty bad. It was probably like Grant. Yeah. It's pretty bad.
If you guys are
Well, worth
Caddyshack
it.
fans, I was like Judge Smales, like, well, we're waiting.
He,
Right? And then he sees what it is, and he lights up like the White House Christmas tree and basically jumps out of his chair. And I'm thinking, oh my God, is this a Wayne Gretzky 101 or what? And he's like, no. And then he closes the box and then he hands it to me and I go to take it. He pulls it back and he's like, it was like pure joy. It was the greatest thing ever. Right. I mean,
Right.
I love seeing people very happy, but what are the odds that Louis hits in one box of Clear Cut, which I've never got a decent card in my entire life, like his guy. And
Yeah, he told me you want him to sell it. I said he should keep it. It's not like this is a Demidov or Celebrini. Like, we know what Mike Modano's retired. It's what, a $200 card? 3, maybe.
I think
I'd keep it, Louis.
the only thing you could, because I am trying to push more North Star stuff.
Yes, the Dallas thing. Yeah.
The only reason I think I have to keep, well, no, I've already decided. I'm keeping the card is
Attaboy.
simply because of the story behind it.
Yes, that's why. You have to
That's
keep it.
why.
You have to keep it, man. Even though I didn't keep my Gretzky.
Yeah.
I sold, like, it was so off-centered. I had to sell it. I had to sell it, but I have the memory. But
Yeah, but
you're
you
a
have
better man
6
than me.
more.
You're
Yeah.
a better man than me.
Well, see, and we had the luxury of, you were actually taping that. So we got to see your reaction. I wish we would have had a camera on Louis. The only other kind of funny part about the story, Phil,
Yeah.
is, so I wanted to open a box too, and I had a box of artifacts laying around. I'm like, well, I think that this isn't meaningful to anything, and so I'm like, well, I'll open up a box of artifacts. Of course, absolutely nothing in the box, like less than zero.
Madigan way. Yeah.
The Madigan way. And then the next day, I was thinking, well, why did I have that artifact? Oh, that's the prize for our scavenger hunt right now in Discord. So I have to go. Not only did I open up an artifacts box and got nothing, I have to go and buy another box of artifacts to.
That happened. Parker's Champions when it got released this year. I kept opening the box every time the winner won, and I opened it. I was like, I'll just buy another one. Every day I had to go back and get a new box because I'd get bored at night and I would just open it. Never hit anything good.
Oh.
Yeah, I hear you. Good job, Louis. Great
Yeah,
card,
good
man.
job,
Very
buddy.
happy.
Yeah.
Glad you hit it. And I totally understand keeping it because it's a card that you pulled.
Yeah, and honestly, you're right with what you had told me, and that's and my reasons. It's the only reason why I can keep that. I'm gonna keep it is because of
That's
Dude,
the best card you've ever hit, correct? For your heart.
for my heart, absolutely.
Then you keep it. Yeah, the heart
Okay.
doesn't lie.
And my point, just for the sake of discussion, and Phil,
Yeah,
you
clarify
could-
yourself.
You
Yeah,
can throw
well,
your
yeah,
2
let's
cents
say
in here. Why I said to sell it is that it's a Madonna out of 10, so it's going to have value, but it's not really like a special out of 10.
Yeah, dude, it's a clear cut. It's a power skaters. Like, okay. So, you know who? No, Carlos. Sell it to Carlos. He'd be like, "I'll give you 150." Then you keep the card. You know, or he might give you 2. I don't know. But
I think 150 would be a good price for this card.
Carlos knows I got it.
I think this card is hands down much better to keep in your personal collection than sell it. My opinion.
Yeah, and Carlos kind of said the same thing too.
It is a nice looking card too. I mean, I'll give that. Like it's designed very well.
Probably
The
looks
auto
better
looks
in-
great.
If it was the base or out of 35, there's a red out of 35. I probably would have been more inclined, but
The gold matches the gold, eh?
it's a cool card.
It's a cool card. Did you get anything, Josh?
You
I don't have a
recycled.
new pickup because I have some coming in the mail. I have a card like dying at eBay authentication right now too, which is super amazing.
Killing you.
But I did want to share an old one of mine that's got a little bit of a new sparkle today, to me at least. Here's my 2020-21 Upper Deck Kirill Kaprizov Young Guns Acetate. Now that it's a card that I can now love again,
Pretty
that I can now
scratched up,
enjoy
eh?
again, that I can now look at again. After a month, I couldn't look at this card for a whole month. Now that my boy Dollar Bill Kirill, y'all, has resigned with our Minnesota Wild. And so it's not new, but new to me.
We can do that. I can go grab old cards and show them.
I just wanted to celebrate Kaprizov.
You
It's
can.
a good celebration, yeah.
You
That
can
is-
show PC stuff. It's okay.
So that's not a clear cut. That's his acetate, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought it at the expo. I went to the expo and it's the only card I bought because it was for my entire budget. But I was
Let's
happy.
say it back. You don't want to say? You don't have to say. 2? 15?
No, it was less than that. I didn't have
Less
I'm
than
on a podcast.
1,500?
Canadian, about that Canadian, I think.
Okay, I think you did great.
Well, boys,
Short
Hey,
one, eh?
hold on.
one sleep away.
Breaking
one sleep
news.
away till a fun weekend.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
What?
This will make Phil happy though because he was getting excited. Our boys are going to be together at their Chateau 2. Bill,
Mm.
it's 1 mile away from ours.
Perfect distance.
1.6 kilometers.
Yep.
It's not far. I'm not walking. They can drive. They come to us. Yeah. Bring snacks, donuts. Donuts is the right of entry. Chocolate dip.
You're Mr. Workout again. You're
Jeez.
like a social media workout influencer now. You can't be pounding donuts.
Oh,
No,
Get
but
back
what
on
he
the
meant
grind.
to say was bring them when you come in the evening because him and chocolate donuts in bed.
Yeah, I only eat chocolate. I only eat chocolate right before bed. Right before bed. Doctors say it's the best time.
Really?
No, sports time. Sorry. Insulin shoots up. Don't sleep. No, it's a
Fair.
disaster. I won't be
supposed
picking
to. Aren't you supposed to stop eating at like 7 at night?
up. I don't know.
Probably. If you like the episode, please leave a rating and review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, if you love Louie, everybody loves Louie, and you want to support us, you want to chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider a $5 a month donation. Join out of $999. I said it right this time. Support level tier on Patreon. Link is in the show description or Instagram profile. You can go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, or just go to Patreon, patreon.com. Search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. We are on social media. Follow The Gong Show on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast is a production of Dollar Box Ventures, LLC. Baba Louie, you know what to do.
We're going to Saskatoon. Bye.
That was another Baba Louie Hobby hot take.
I was sleeping at the wheel. I didn't get it in. Here we go.
Yo, it's the Gong Show. We're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire. No holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Let's go, let's go.
I'm sorry, what?